Hey everybody, Crow back again with another Pinball Arcade video. This time we're looking at the 9th table pack of Season 7, which is Sorcerer by Williams from 1985. And what's actually kind of interesting about this is this was like one of the last tables that was in the Pinball Hall of Fame Williams collection that Farsight put out some time ago. And, you know, they have gone through almost all those tables, and a lot of people were wondering, where's Sorcerer, where's Sorcerer? And finally, here it is in Season 7. So Sorcerer, 1985, is a classic Williams table designed by Mark Ritchie with art by Pam Eckerson. The table beckons players to challenge the Sorcerer, whose dark gaze can be seen on the back wall. Spelling Sorcerer awards the player with an even greater challenge of completing the timed drop target bank. Players can control the lit ABCD lanes with the lane change feature, only to be thwarted by the table changing the lanes on its own. The table also has a playfield multiplier when multi-ball is active, allowing players to increase all scoring up to 5 times. Let the Sorcerer work a little magic for you. 3,700 units were produced. Yeah, I've actually never played this table in real life, and the only time I've actually played it was in the Williams collection on like the Xbox 360 and the Wii, and I've never played it outside, and it's been a long time, so let's jump into this and see how well we could do. It's actually been a month since I've actually played anything in a Pinball Arcade. Okay. Alright. Can't hurt to shoot anything that's lit. Great sound effects there. Okay, only the there we go. Only the right flipper is changing the lanes. Oh, these are really good sound effects. I've got no strategy right now except for shooting things that are lit. I'm not very familiar with this table. Yeah, the table does change the lanes on its own. It's kind of funny. I keep forgetting that other flipper is there. It's kind of a odd placement for a flipper. Because it's a left flipper, but it's more towards the right side of the middle. Ah! It keeps going through those roll lanes too fast. Ah. There we go. Does that lock the ball? Oh, that is cool. 2-ball multi-ball. Ah, gone already. It's kind of a repetitive sound effect in the background there that might get irritating over time. I don't know, it's the kind of thing that I can kind of just... What's this now? I spelled Sorcerer, okay. It could become white noise. Man, I love those Williams sound effects like that. So I shot a lit spinner, okay. Oh, look at that. The iOS version is very broken. It doesn't surprise me with Farsight. I am actually going to change the, take the chat back off, because the chat's obviously not working on the screen there. Damn it, it did, like, it does change it. It's kind of funny. There it is. Increase the bonus multiplier, that's another one. So I think I might have gotten, like, 4 of the 5 standard goals already. But yeah, since it's changing those rollover lanes on its own, it's can be kind of hard to get that final rollover lane to increase the multiplier, just because, like, you think you need to tap the button X number of times, but the machine does it too. You know, and speaking of, like, you're saying that the iOS version is broken, that's why I kind of like that I switched to the Steam version some time ago. It's like one of the first platforms to get the tables, and other than the general, like, minor glitching on tables that they eventually fix, it's nothing too game-breaking or irritating. I know that the console versions, like the PlayStation 4, take forever to get released, and then they release them all in the bundle. That's what kind of irritated me about the PlayStation 4 version. Not to mention the fact that, like, if I get a better computer, I automatically get a better version of the Pinball Arcade, whereas... Sorcerer. Whereas with the, like, PS4 version, if you come out with, like, obviously PS4 Pro, I don't know if you're gonna get any better quality out of that than a regular PlayStation 4 with this. Feel my power. I love that. I like the eyes in the back there. I know that's probably a countdown timer for something. Yeah, and who knows, like, what's going on with the Xbox versions. I don't know if Farsight's completely to blame for all that. I don't know. I always used to think that it was because of the licensing fees for updating, but I've been told that's no longer the case. So I don't know if there's some other issue other than that. It really makes no sense in the long run. Okay, so that was the first game there. High score! Well, what's funny is you say that, like, the games here are expensive, you know, on the expensive side. But is it really, like, considering, like, a table might be $7 to play digitally, considering the real pinball table might cost, you know, Sorcerer, for example, might be $1,000 plus. I really don't know. I'm just kind of guessing based on the era. $7 seems like a bargain. I moved it on. I knew it was going to move it. It must know that the ball's up there, and that's when it decides to move. You know what's funny is, like, I never noticed this when I played it in the Williams collection, that it moved those rollovers on its own. But actually, that's, like, the one feature in this table I'm really liking. Yeah, and that must be that noise. That's when you've got to hit those drop-down targets before that timer ends. Yeah, and I think, like, the flashing lights look better. There it is. Now we got all the standard goals.
Well done.
Well done. So do we have a timer to get that? Oh, okay, just shot it back out. That must be like a jackpot or something like that to hit it back up that ramp. I think it might be akin to attacking the Sorcerer if you're in multi-ball and you get it back up that ramp. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Ah! It goes through those rollovers too fast, and I'm always worried that the game itself is going to change the rollovers too. If I had to guess, if I was during my ranking of season 7, right now this table might be like somewhere in the middle. There were a lot of great tables in season 7. Hey there, Pinball Wiz. Oh, there is a switch up there. That's what's changing it? I didn't realize. I thought it was just doing it randomly. Okay, the playfield bonus thing. Yeah, I was saying earlier, you probably didn't see any earlier. I have never played this table in real life. And the last time, and then this table was also in the Pinball Arcade Hall of Fame, the Williams collection. But it's been a long, long, long time since I played that. Oh, shit. Oh, wow, he's laughing at me because that was a terrible ball. Okay. So there is a switch on there. The description made it sound like it just, like, changed on its own. But it makes sense that there's a switch up there because it only seems to change while the ball's up there. So really, the goal of this game is ramp, ramp, ramp. Oh, come on! I lost that ball before the second ball even was released. Ah! Is it worth it to even spell out Sorcerer? Because I think when I played it in the Williams collection, that's what I tried to do, because I really didn't think of doing anything else. Ah. When I look around the table, I gotta look around for that switch. So really, if I have it on the left flipper, maybe I should head for the rollovers at the top. If I get it on the right flipper, aim for the ramp. There it is. Barely. Ah, crap. Inlane post and center post remove. What's funny is that I always thought like that the operators would do that to make it more difficult to play the game. Like they would just like figure that out on their own. But when I had the Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man and I got the manual for that, and I was looking at the manual, it literally says in the manual, if you want to make the game harder, remove this. So it's like an actual recommendation in the manual to take stuff out to make the game harder. With that, it vaguely rings a bell. It's kind of unfortunate in a way. I mean, with Zachariah Pinball having all the Zachariah tables, that they wouldn't be able to do that. Have any Zachariah tables in here unless they got some sort of special license. I'd love to see Time Machine in this, even though it's in Zachariah Pinball. Ah, I blew that up. I'd have to look it up, because it might jog my memory when I see it. The only problem, like, with this is, like, a lot of the really best tables are like, have licensing, like, themes. Like Congo, and like lethal weapon. So I don't know if there'll be like major issues with like those kind of tables. Like if they just want to do that. I mean, how much demand is there? Oh, look at this. Oh, I thought I had it up there.
Whoa, heads up, guys. We got something coming in on the head wheel.
Hey there's Sam Borg. I barely saw it. Thanks for following. I'm surprised I actually didn't lose my multi-ball while I was looking at the screen. And there I lost my multi-ball. Out lanes. He's excited. Oh, I spelled Sorcerer. I didn't even realize it. That's why he got excited. And now my spinners are lit. I like how when the spinners are lit, it's a totally different sound effect. Multi-ball!
Feel my power.
Kind of blocked away there. Got it! 3 times. Playfield multiplier! There I go for 5. Missed that. I missed it again. Hell, I should just be happy I have 3 times multiplier. I got it! No, I thought it was up. I kind of just, out of the corner of my eye, it looked like it went up the ramp, but it didn't. That's it! That's it! 5 times multiplier. Now, let me... Oh, damn it! I was like, let's make it last. And it didn't. Alright, this is my best game so far. I'm almost at 2 million. And I'm only on the second ball. And with my bonus, I'm guaranteed over 2 million at this point. Yeah, this is the best one. I might stop after this one. This is like ending. That would be ending on a high note. I saw that coming a mile away. Black Knight. I have played Black Knight, but I actually like Black Knight 2000 way more. Like, way more. If you want, I mean, yeah, you could try and get the main version to work, but just get it on Pinball Arcade. It's there and Black Knight 2000. And I would way recommend Black Knight 2000. The Black Knight 2000 has the best soundtrack of any pinball machine. And that's a ball lock. Oh, damn it. I thought it wasn't going to switch, and then it switched. and going up. It's 2 times multiplier. Got the E, R, and E to light, but I'm not going to go for them. Ah, there it goes. That's the game.
Well done, Master.
Oh, he actually complimented me. So yeah, this is my last game. I just wanted to get over 2 million. I'm satisfied. And I've had a ball playing this. But before I end the stream, I'm going to look around the table. That's the only disappointing thing about the Ghostbusters tables. There's no pro version. I couldn't look around the table. Table expiration. Okay. Again, it's like I always mention that texture on the floor. Look at that blurry-ass coin down there. But yeah, they've been doing a really good job with these scans. They look really clean. It's like you're playing on a brand new table. Which is where Zachariah Pinball has a little bit of an advantage, because you can actually set the table up to play it as if it's been worn. There's the trigger up there. I could kind of see it. It's right next to the D. When it hits that trigger, that's when the letters advance. I don't know if there's another trigger, but I've noticed when it gets close there, that's when the letters advance. The skull head there. There's plenty of skull heads, actually. Like demon skull heads. There's the Sorcerer here. And I wonder if they're the same Sorcerer. There must be 2 different Sorcerers. Bonus holdover. There's the table multiplier while in multi-ball with 2 balls in play. Yeah, bonuses. Reflection looked pretty good on there. Not sure exactly what it's reflecting, but it is. And then here's the yeah, I mean, when you get really up close, that's when it starts to blur, but nobody's really looking at it that close normally. Like, even here it looks really good. Dragon head. I still wish they would update this table exploration thing so I could look around it a little bit better. Like, you know, the controls, when you start looking like this, it gets kind of, like, weird, because you're using the triggers to go up and down, and then the analog back and forth to go in and out. This is kind of weird. Yeah, but there it is. Sorcerer. Thank you everyone for watching. See you all next time. Bye.
Feel my power.